Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and my voice is as sweet and as smooth as honey. Not grating and gravelly like that rickety wooden chair of a YouTuber down the street. Nay, 3 neighborhoods over at AvaBA, a commentary and art YouTuber who rants about niche topics once a week over speed paints to fill the insatiable desire to yap at any given moment. Fear not, for I'm Markiplier, and I'm not slowly sounding like the SpongeBob narrator, here to bring you this week's topics instead.
I'm implementing a topic rundown so that— oh, my hair clip just fell out. I'm implementing a topic rundown so the brain rotted amongst you can find a reason to stick around. So today we've got Itchio and Butterfly Soup, the best game ever made. Not feeling alternative enough because I wear colors and can't afford tats. And Fear for the Future. Help. Timestamps in the description, so you can skip around whenever you want. I don't care. Before that, though, breaking news, this just in. This month's playlist name has just dropped, and it is I Love Q-Tips in all caps. After a lot of deliberation in the waiting room, in the heartbreakingly long span of 4 minutes that it took me to make this playlist, the pure-hearted desire to stick a Q-tip in my ear knowing it's not healthy has won. I dedicate this month's vibe to indulgence and Q-tips. Okay, topic 1, Markiplier. So for all of you losers out there who don't know what Itchio is a platform for game developers and gamers to test out games before major publishing or to play semi-published indie games for free for a much lower price. It's kind of like Newgrounds, but artsy, because it's mostly point and clicks and visual novels with gorgeous art. Fun fact, Doki Doki and Friday Night Funkin' were on Itchio, so I could put those in the thumbnail now. I love Itchio because it's a platform for people who are so talented that they want to publish, but they don't think they're cool enough for major places like Steam. So it's like gorgeous art and really simple mechanics, which is all I ever want in a game. I'm not a good gamer. I can admit that. I'm terrible at playing games. I refuse to learn about hitboxes because if I have to think about it to enjoy a story, I'm not going to enjoy the story. I'm just going to give myself a headache trying to win. I'm looking at you, Lies of P. Do you know how bad I wanted to play that game? It's gorgeous. I would love to play Lies of P, but guess what? I can never play it. It's above my pay grade. I refuse to learn. I tried. I couldn't even get past the fucking tutorial. I can't. I love games where I can observe and play, not do the controller curl for more than 15 minutes for one line of dialogue. And I'm not saying all games should not have action, are you kidding? But there's ways to do it that's accessible, because there's a point, you know? So Itchio is basically the shit. And as a brokey, I never bought a lot of video games because I was just too afraid to ask to be told no. So Itchio was always there for me, because the games are usually free. Or you'd like donate, like $2. You know? Also, most if not all the games are small enough to be a zip file, so it's convenient for laptop people, and growing up, can't afford the giant PCs, or I couldn't have one until my teenage years anyway. So if you're a laptop person, Itchio is the shit, bro. Am I selling you? You should be sold now. Fair warning, moderation is non-existent. So there's some weird shit there, you just gotta stick to the side. Example, while scrolling around for this video, try and find my favorite games, I found one called Whole House. You're never gonna believe what that's about. And after that was an inflation game called Virtual Gainer 2. Or maybe it's a feeder game. I don't really think you care about the specific fetish. It's like 50-50 games and beautiful, amazing art. So be aware, be warb. If that didn't turn you off, here's my personal favorites. Liar Liar by Tokimeki Waku. Hope I said that right. It's a visual novel with the description, help a middle schooler kill her boyfriend. It's very silly. I think it was made, all the art was made on MS Paint. It's beautiful. I love it. 10 out of 10. Her Tears Were My Light by Nom Nom Nami. It's a celestial space lesbians, very sad, very gorgeous, it's a quick game. It's about time, falling in love with space. It's really cute. Deltarune. Duh. Missed Messages, A New Life, and There's This Girl by Angela He. Honestly, everything Angela He has ever made. Jacksepticeye played Missed Messages a couple years ago, and you've honestly probably seen other people play the game. But it sent me down a rabbit hole to just love this girl's games, and they're They're so pretty. But that's the most of the plot that I'm gonna give about these games because it's best if you go in blind for all of them. There's This Girl is on mobile too. So if you don't have a laptop, you can download it as an app and play on your phone. It's very sad. Please play it. Baldi's Basics. Obviously. And then finally, Brianna Lay's Palm Gets Wi-Fi and Butterfly Soup. Okay. We're gonna take this one at a time, right? If you hear my chair, no you don't. Palm Gets Wi-Fi is a staple of my childhood, as it is for many other Let's Play, and more specifically, Cupcake watchers. This game is just, it's funny. It's funny. It's like if Pokemon were about a dog who dies in a house fire, but like doesn't really give a shit about it because she's more concerned about the fact that she can't tweet from dog heaven. That is the game. You fight with turn-based Pokemon-like mechanics because you want to get on Twitter so bad. You play as Pom, a Pomeranian, while you fight everyone in order to get Wi-Fi. It's stupid silly. I love it. Butterfly Soup, however, I adore Butterfly Soup more than I can even put into words. Writing the script was difficult because I couldn't find the words for how much I love Butterfly Soup. Sum it quickly, alright? It's if Being Puppy Cat were a visual novel about Asian lesbians with anxiety disorders on a Breakfast Club-like baseball team. Are you sold yet? Because that's amazing. To put it longly, it's a beautiful chain of events following 4 main characters as they fall in love with each other and the epic highs and lows of high school football while simultaneously coming to terms with themselves and where they are in this world. Oh my god, I love this game! The Butterfly Soup of it all is that between caterpillar and butterfly, the caterpillar doesn't become a chrysalis. It's not the actual outside, it's the soup on the inside. You gotta be a mess before you can be yourself. Butterfly Soup. I love Butterfly Soup. It brings up such a specific vibe and love in my heart for when I was 15 and listening to Yule and Moa Shop in my bedroom, plastering way too much blush all over my face and, being the soup before the butterfly. I would still say I'm pretty soupy. Given the last topic of this video, I am very soupy, but I think I'm more of a stew. I'm a hearty stew now, a little less soupy than when I was 15, but like a butterfly shepherd's pie, possibly. I miss playing Butterfly Soup. I wish I could play it for the first time again, and I am replaying it right now because writing about it made me miss it. It's running in the background as I record this right now. I love this game. The main characters are Dia. She's a socially anxious, quiet girl with a deep love of baseball and athletic stuff. She's tall, she's like a jock. She seems stoic, but is incredibly stressed and simple-minded. She loves dogs. She's childhood best friends with local shithead Minseo, a Korean delinquent who tries to shoot a dragon from a knife from inside a gun from inside another gun in the first scene. She makes it no secret that she's in love with Dia. Literally every scene of them is just like, it's adorable. Then there's Akarsha, who's introduced with, quote, "She's the kind of person who doesn't give pencils back," end quote, after leaving a single lone Pringle in Dia's driveway at 7 in the morning. She's got a prank thing going on with Noelle, the last main character, as a way of showing friendship, but those two were flirting a little bit. They've got like an enemies to lovers thing happening. So Noelle is the smarty pants who refuses to miss gym class even if she faints. Poor thing, is just way too stressed out about grades. Take all those people, put them in a diamond, and say, play baseball now. And that's the novel. The dialogue is so good. They nail teen speak so well. It doesn't even feel outdated, even though the game is a couple years old. It's witty, it's quick, it feels like teenagehood. Plus, in the beginning of the game, while petting a dog, Dia and Min talk about good dog names, and the only options are the names of the characters and Palm Gets Wi-Fi. Then at the end of the game, they adopt the Palm Gets Wi-Fi dogs. Basically, this is the only game ever made. Play Butterfly Soup, especially if you're in high school or middle school. If you're not, you should play it anyway. I don't care. I don't like the implications that they are Palm and Sheba's owners because they do die tragically in a house fire. But if you don't think about that part, it is nice. Okay, topic 2, not alternative enough, still Markiplier. So before I say anything, here's my credentials from my Instagram archive because I know how you bitches are, okay? I know how you are. You're not alternative, nah, shut up. And you know, if that's not enough for you, that's fine. Let me just slip this to you, yeah? Yeah? Okay. I don't know how to describe my style disposition now because I purposely avoid topical styles, if that makes sense. I have loved expression through clothes my entire life, but it's so easy to be influenced one way or the other. To some degree, you do need to be influenced. There's no such thing as a unique idea, no matter how it seems. Everything is made up of two ideas that someone else made. There is no just like pulling something out of your ass. Something comes from somewhere. But it's ridiculous to the degree how influenced you can get now. And I'm not gonna act like I'm above it all. My teenagehood was dedicated solely to the search results of fairy grunge and soft girl on Pinterest. I spent so much of my childhood staring at the rave and pastel goth fashion and drooling at the mouth and just wishing I could be like them. Still wanna be like them. I want to be pastel goth so bad. That's my winter goal. The way that fashion is cycling right now though, because of fast fashion, makes it so easy to get caught in a keyword. So I've spent like the last, 3 years picking out clothes just because I like clothes, not because I want the image that a clothes projects. Does that make sense? I don't want to look like my style is searchable on TikTok. I don't want to be seen as anything but like me. I don't want you to look at me and see, oh yes, fairy grunge. Oh yes, e-girl. Nope. You can buy clothes because you want to be an it girl or a model off duty or whatever. I don't care, you do what you want, but I'm buying clothes because I need clothes. Okay, now, meat and potatoes. I have spent the majority of my life in online alternative spaces, but I don't actually really dress stereotypically alternative. I just don't find most black clothes appealing. And makeup is fun, but if I touch my face too much, I don't want to not touch my face. I love touching my face. I also don't want to get up at 5 in the morning to put on eyeliner. Props to the people who do. I just don't have that dedication. I like my quickness. I like other things more, you know? I veer towards pastels or jewel tones. I like interesting layer combos and smudgy, messy makeup because it suits my eye shape better than eyeliner does anyway. I can touch my face and get it done fast, and fun jewelry. I think the closest keyword to help you visualize would be downtown girl, but I go back and forth between that and like a pastel party princess. I'm just kind of everywhere. I look like a ball of yarn, but my insides are like Homer's Ark and Madoka Magica. I'm just everywhere. But you'll never fucking catch me in Lulus. Not that I hate Lulus, I just can't afford them. You see it? You see the point? I consider myself alternative to a degree because you will never see somebody in the wild dressed like I do, usually, unless you go to art school. I uphold punk morals. I like DIYing my own stuff and participating in the alternative culture. I love a good goth club, but there's a distance I just can't seem to bridge because of the colors. Plus these days, with how style is so easily commodified, alt as a keyword is becoming a specific image of long hair, bangs, way too many lip piercings, and scleras to a TV girl song. It's just a really weird place to be. I feel like I'll never stop finding myself, which is so lovely in concept but so exhausting in execution. I would like to be done now. I want to be done now. I want to be comfortable, but alas, I am 19, and being uncomfortable is the point. Butterfly soup. I'm just gonna dye my hair pink and hope it fixes me. Now here's where I run out of script. This is me ad-libbing. We'll see how this goes. So the existential crisis and the butterfly soup of it all currently is I can't pick a major. The way that my school works is that you get 2 years to complete an associate's, and from the associate's degree, which is like a baby bachelor's, everybody goes to school for 4 years to get their bachelor's, and the associate's is only 2 years for people who don't know college stuff. I don't blame you, I didn't know this either. I'm completing my baby degree, and by the end of this year, I'll have had an illustration associate's. Yippee! That's really cool. I have to pick another degree to finish my 4 years, and I can either continue to do illustration, which is like book covers, magazines, possibly cartoons, comics. It's a very wide genre of art. Usually people in illustration will do concept design, things like that. I really hope you can hear the cars outside. They want to be heard so bad. People in illustration will usually do commissions, concept art, comics, video games, things like that. We're kind of all over the place. And I'm thinking about possibly veering into toy design, which is a really fucking cool degree to have. And I can join it. It's just, I'm not sure if that's what I want. My school is one of the 2 in the entire country that actually offer toy design. And toy design is very sought after, given that it's a new degree, and most of the time people who make toys are in like it's a different degree for like technological engineering, and then they hire from there. Toy design is small, it's sought after, it's hard to get into, but I could, because it's basically direct job training. The second you graduate, you're almost guaranteed a job, and that is just too good of an offer to not even consider it. And I'm passionate about dolls, I really am. I love a good fashion doll. I'm staring at Felicia from Bratz and Venus from Monster High sitting on my desk while I make this voiceover, but I don't know if making dolls is what I want forever, and it's so difficult. And I would love to illustrate, but it's just such a difficult career path because of how many options there are, and you will almost certainly not do one for too long because that's just the nature of the job. You don't get a classic 9 to 5, and that's scary. Butterfly soup! Basically, I'm definitely having a rough time right now, but I'm gonna have some meetings with some people to help me figure it all out, but Lord, I wish that there wasn't this much pressure for teenagers to figure out the entire rest of their life. My dream for pretty much my entire life has to be able to be someone who can pitch shows, pitch ideas. I want nothing more than to make a pitch Bible at some point. I don't even care if it gets accepted. I mean, of course I do, but like, I just want to be someone who can like create ideas and then like manage it. That's what I want. I want to make a show. I want to make a comic. I want to do something. And that's illustration. But the possibility of that happening is slim, and the chances of even getting in the realm of that happening are slimmer because of just the nature that having an illustration degree carries. It's not something that is likely to happen. When you have an illustration degree, you're more likely to work for like Starbucks and do ads. And I think I would rather shoot myself. So it's either the possibility of getting everything I've ever wanted, or security. I don't want to do this. So Butterfly So Soupy. I've had a weird week, and I'm sorry that this video is late. I haven't actually had a chance to do much editing. I can't edit with headphones on, and I don't want to bother my roommate, so also sorry to end on a sad note. That's just how this week is, you know, and I would rather not lie about that, I guess. I don't know, if we're gonna talk about butterfly soup and the garbage that is being goop, then I think it works, and there's always the end result. You can't be goop forever, you know? You get gooped and gagged and whatever the fuck, but at the end, you make it out. You can be a goop for as long as you gotta be goop, but at some point you gotta be the beginning part of butterfly soup. It can't be terrible forever. And that is the only thing that's keeping me going, and I hope it helps you go. The art in the background is the same project as last week, actually. This is still Roblox art, but this is just the back of the box. I told you I'd be working on homework, so here we are. I'm gonna do the same shit for like 4 weeks straight, and you're just gonna have to like it. My bad. Okay, I don't got anything else to say this week. Everyone just did a little dance and a cheer, and someone threw a festival in the town square. Alright. That's it. Okay, bye.